Chinese War 3 community news. Well-known Warcraft 3 streamer and former professional player Ted will suspend his streaming work in the near future. Fade out of War 3's field of vision. The Ted Cup organized by him will also be suspended. That is quite bad. Kate was asking, oh no, this is terrible news. Do you know why? There are only some uncertain rumors, but it is not convenient to reveal them here. So... like this, first of all, this is really, really bad. Ted, one of the biggest streamers in China, and of course an organizer, like he did probably 12 TED Cups last year, plus the Super TED Cups. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, 40 is coming into the tournament organizer scheme now, but it's not like TED Cup, to be honest. So that sucks. So instead of speculating, I reached out. I said, yo boss, today I received the news that you are thinking about quitting Warcraft 3 and streaming. First of all, let me say how grateful I am for the service you did to this game for over 15 years. As a player, as a streamer, or as a commentator, you have always been exceptional. My fans are wondering why you quit, and I'm personally interested if there's anything we can do to change your mind. Because obviously Ted and I were on pretty good terms for years now. And Ted replied, I started working as a professional War 3 player at the age of 18, and after retiring as a player, I started doing live streaming in 2013. Live streaming has become my entire life, and War 3 is also my entire life. After more than 10 years, I suddenly felt a bit tired, thinking day and night about how to do the Warcraft 3 live streaming well and find better live content. After years of hard work, I finally achieved some results and I gained the love of many fans. I'm really happy. But 3 years ago, the environment of War 3 in China began to become sharp and disharmonious. So I was a bit tired. Every day of War 3 live streaming, what I wanted to do was not to improve the content and quality of the live streaming, but to fight with my peers and compete for traffic every day. So suddenly, I wanted to take a break, at last for a long time, to relax myself. And then, if given the opportunity, I would set sail again. Thank you, brother, for your concern and care over the past few years. In fact, you've been helping me with many of my difficulties. I'm truly grateful. And then I replied some personal notes as well. So, Chinese streaming drama, hey? Chinese streaming drama. We are in a very privileged position here in the English-speaking Warcraft 3 world. Because obviously, there's Grubby, who streams a lot of his content, who is probably the biggest Warcraft 3 streamer. But apart from that, and especially in the esports landscape, we have a monopoly. There are some streamers here and there, but without sounding arrogant or anything, it's just a fact, nobody can really compete with our numbers. And we are also in a privileged position where the streamers are working together as nicely as they can, I think. So we're sharing replays. Everybody allows the other to stream. Sometimes there's a restriction, like put this in the title, put a logo of a sponsor on my stream, whatever, like tiny little things. In China, there's obviously a bigger cake because we're a niche of a niche of a niche here. In China, Asia, the cake is a lot bigger. Because there's a lot more fans for Warcraft 3, obviously. So, problem is, there's not only Ted, there is Infi, Fly, there was TH for a long time, Yumiko, Colorful, 120, Lin, some other commentators. Did I say Yumiko already? You know, there's so many streamers. And most of them are also tournament organizers, like the TP League, like TED Cup, like Don't Force Me Cup, etc, etc, etc. And since competition is a little rougher, they're not working necessarily hand in hand, but in a competitive way. And the restrictions towards each other are a bit rougher. For example, there were some rules for tournaments. Like if you play my tournament, you're allowed to stream without delay. If you are not playing my tournament or my qualifiers, etc., you have to use a delay of like 3 to 5 minutes, etc. And then of course, since there are players who are streaming without delay, there's lots of spoilers on your stream when you are not playing, but going for the etc. Like this is just one example. There's probably tons more. And I can see that it's very, At the end of the day, it's a very competitive environment. And it's a fight. It's a fight every day. It's a fight for attention. It's a fight for viewers. It's a fight for donation. It's also a fight for players' availability. Because you always have to have the best tournament or the best payout or the best chance for a player to receive a payout for a player to prioritize your tournaments over others. And that's really rough. And there's no big third party anymore, like a Blizzard, like an ESL, like a NetEase, that would even the field. So it's just eye for an eye, you against me, and that's tiring. That is very exhausting. So yeah, I wouldn't say TED is necessarily out indefinitely, but definitely taking a break. And we've seen it from a couple of people, like TH is taking a break at the moment to treat his mental exhaustion or mental illness with depression, etc. It's just not very easy. And taking a break, taking a step back, and hopefully coming back, I wish Ted all the best. It is a big loss for the scene, but for the person Ted, it might be the right thing to do at the moment. I'm pretty sure the Chinese streamers are also streaming every day, no breaks, 8 to 10 hours a day, because you always have to be there in order to not lose viewers to someone else. Maybe a break is all it takes. But yeah, Ted did a great service to the game, and hopefully he will be back. There's also some rumors that I don't want to comment on, really. We'll see if something comes out of there. But since this is what Ted personally told me, this is what I want to forward.